when you said for better for worse, this is what you meant.
Right.
Unless you needed an asterisk for your worse when you said for better for worse.
Okay.
It doesn't come as worse as this. I don't want to be a prophet of doom, but I'm telling you, you didn't call any better name.
Obano.
Obano.
Okay, his wife.
Yes.
Okay. Well, but
Another particular thing.
right.
But in your heart of hearts, you love your wife.
Okay.
In your mind, you feel good because the other one gives you better sex.
Okay.
What you have done is an abomination. What you have done is a sin to mankind.
All right.
You have broken your vows. You need to recite the Lord is my shepherd about 600 times before you sleep. This is evil. How do you think their wife is going to take this? Okay, so she might have gulped down. I mean, man, you are wicked.
Okay. Grant.
Men has come.
All right. Hey.
Men has come.
And then welcome.
I tell you no lie. I am just saddening.
Hello there. This is Love City. My name is Anakunedu. I warmly welcome you. Tell a friend to tell another friend that the Love City is on. Definitely all you need is love. I take a breather when I come back. I introduce to you my guest in the studio. I read my story and we get talking. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back from that breather. Again, this is Love City. All you definitely need is love. Kindly tell a friend to tell another friend that the show is about to commence. Grab your popcorn and your red wine, because the fine wine herself is seated. So today I was actually skimming through a write-up and something caught my attention I want to share with you. So the motive or the purpose or the meaning behind the write-up literally was that the Creator's glory in living actually lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. That is literally what the write-up was about. It was telling us never to let fear strike us out. We should keep playing the game. So I began to think, okay, what game exactly are we to play? And I intertwined it with life. When we fall, we ought to rise. We do not have to stay where we are. When we rise, I believe we are doing ourselves a favor and people around us a favor. I'm going to take my guest 2 cents on this. And after that, I read the story and we get talking. In the studios with me, I have the Grandmaster himself.
Anakunedu. It's heartwarming to make your acquaintance once again.
My feel rough.
The feeling is mutual.
How are you, darling?
I've been blessed. Blessed. The Maker's permission has granted his life again, so I've been blessed.
Definitely.
Yes.
So, Grand, what I was saying that as human as we are, we need to rise up. We need to pick it up wherever it crashes and move.
Of course.
For the sake of us as an individual and the people around us. Do you buy into that?
Yeah, regardless, we still have to make progress. There's a proverb in Nigeria that says, the person will give up, na him fuck up.
Okay.
Yes.
So it literally means what I said. That's
definitely,
it.
yes.
The
person will give up, na him fuck up. Yes. So since you've decided not to give up, I mean, you're on course. So that's just it.
Right. And then people fearing to do something new. The thought of failing. It has actually harbored a lot of talents, you know, because we are afraid to do something new. We then tend to be in that one corner every time, and
we
then
are stuck in our shells.
yeah. Grant, today's story is for the mandems. So let me read it and we delve into matters
Definitely.
pertaining to the story. Hello, Nana. I hope you are well. I have never missed your show for anything. Kudos to you and your team. Thank you. Nana, I have a problem. I need you and your panelists to help me sort out. I am a 45 years old man married to a beautiful woman. We have been married for the past 6 years. Nana, I love my wife. I honestly love her, but it's unfortunate we have not been able to have a child. We literally have been to every fertility hospital in Accra and beyond. Tried all sorts of concoctions, but to no avail. 4 months down the line, a friend invited me to a work party. There I met a lady through my friend. We exchanged contacts, got talking, and the rest is history. Nana, this said lady and I are lovers, and she's pregnant. I know it wasn't the right thing I got myself into, but I am human and I have feelings. Nana, I love my wife and love this other lady too. I want her to birth my child, but then and again, I don't want my wife suffering from pain, knowing some other lady is pregnant with my child. I honestly am elated and sad. I am an Akan, Ashanti to be precise, and we proud ourselves also with the children we bear. Would it be a good thing to tell my wife or just keep this a secret from her? I need help. Okay.
I don't know if it's me, I am frozen, or it's the camera's fault that I am frozen. I don't know which one is it, but then you have done your wife so much wrong.
Okay.
On all levels, be it spiritually, emotionally, physically, you've damaged the woman. You see, I keep emphasizing on for better, for worse. People keep reciting I think the problem here is we don't allow people to bring up their own write-ups. We tend to say it after me.
Okay.
Say it after me. That's the
Right.
problem we are facing now in everyday life.
Okay.
Because the pastors
The
tend
vows.
to say, yes.
Okay.
The pastors, the preachers, the evangelists, whoever is in charge, the counselor, the guidance, whoever is in charge always says, say it after me. It's not willingly.
Is it not a vow from the Bible? Or
You see,
it's
I
a
have
manly scripted
I think
vow?
I have a strong feeling that's where the thing is coming from. That's where the
Okay.
problems are coming from. Because Nana Koridu, I didn't invent for better, for worse.
Okay.
It's another man telling me to say for better, for worse.
Okay.
Because most often you listen to some of these things that happen in marriages and you ask yourself, yo, bro, have you
Who
forgotten?
sent you?
Have you forgotten the for better, for worse?
Wow.
This was the worst we were talking about.
Right.
What worse were you thinking? Say you wake up in the morning, you don't have money to buy food. No. These are the everyday life worst we were talking about.
Could it be that we also do not understand marriage itself? Today's generation.
You see, some
do
people
not
have
understand
no
marriage.
business going around marriage at all.
Okay.
Because you can't stand in front of an audience and say, to richer and for poorer, for better, for worse. Then, I mean, you are chasing after what? And now your excuse would be, I love my wife. I mean, bro, you love your wife. Why are you getting under somebody else?
Right.
I have to be, listen, I would be very, very realistic to this brother. He has goofed. Saying you love your wife is another thing. But coming to say you love this young lady you are messing around with, it's a different ballgame altogether. You get it? Because I have firsthand seen how these children outside marriage have destroyed marriage and livelihood.
Okay.
I for one, I am against people having children and putting them outside, not wanting their spouse to know about them. So if you should ask me what the man should do, plainly and openly, I'll tell you, tell your wife. But then, don't forget, you are going to break someone for life. For 6 years, if I heard you right, you've been
Yes.
married with no kids.
Yeah.
How do you think this lady is going to take this in? For 6 years. So it's unnatural. You can't love two people. I find it very, very funny when people say, I love my wife, but I love my girlfriend too. No, Nana Konedu.
Is it that you've not been in that
Let me
position before? So
let me break this down for your audience.
okay,
Let
sir.
me break this down for your audience and your viewers.
all right.
You probably love your wife, but you fancy the way the other lady makes you feel in bed.
Okay.
There's no space in the heart to love two people. It doesn't work like that.
Are you sure?
You could love someone because of their character and love somebody else because of the way they cook. But on a heart-to-heart level, it will be insane if you are telling me you love two people the same way. It never works like that.
You can never love two people the same way.
Of course.
But it's love.
I'm coming. I don't disagree with the fact that it's love. But
Right.
then there's some way you feel about somebody, and on other terms or on other grounds, you feel a bit different about somebody because of another particular thing.
Right.
But in your heart of hearts, you love your wife.
Okay.
In your mind, you feel good because the other one gives you better sex.
Okay.
What you have done is an abomination. What you have done is a sin to mankind.
All right.
You have broken your vows. You need to recite, "The Lord is my shepherd," about 600 times before you sleep. This is evil. How do you think their wife is going to take this? Okay, so let's take things from this perspective. Have you thought about the relationship between the young lady and your wife?
Okay.
Do you think they would just sit at home and be friends? Or you think you can bridge the gap and make them feel like they are family? No, they are not family. They can never be family. You see, you are in for the time of your life because you will never find peace again moving forward. No matter who you bring in to talk to the both of them, I'm telling you, it will never work.
Right.
Give both of them $1 million every month, you will never find peace.
Okay.
What this young man has done, I always have to say this. I feel sad for the unborn children. Yes. When incidents
They
like
suffer the repercussions.
yes, when incidents
Stuff
like
like
this pop up
this.
every time, all eyes will turn onto the unborn because they are the reason why this thing is happening.
These things happen.
But then you should ask yourself, say Obani your sister. No,
Okay.
I 6 years.
Right.
Onyaba.
Or the other way round.
You see, out of the blue.
Right.
I'm just sad hearing how many. I'm just wondering places she's been to, the kind of things she might have gulped down. I mean, man, you are wicked.
Okay. Grant.
Men has come.
All right. Hey.
Men has come.
And then you're welcome.
I tell you no lie. I am just saddening. I'm just saddening. I'm just saddening. I'm just saddening.
Grant, let's take it from this perspective. This is a man who is 45 years old. He has like 5 years down the line to turning 50. And he stated emphatically that Oya Khan, Oya Santini. And we know them. Aside they priding themselves with the wealth they have or the kind of accomplishments they've been able to do or achieve, the next thing is their children. Miyakani. I pride myself with my kids, my children. What is nice? I'm quoting a detail of Akan. At the end of it, say we've gathered, family have gathered, and mi bapayini this is my first child. This is my second child. Oh, she's at the University of Ghana. Oh, she's at UCC. She's doing this, she's doing that. They pride themselves with their children aside their achievements. How would you fault a man who is looking out to be accepted by his own people?
Nana Konedu, wholeheartedly, 100%, I agree with where you are coming from.
Okay.
But then, you see, companionship doesn't only evolve around children.
God, I don't think you will be elated, like you have that kind of joy in you all through your life if you're not able to bear a single child.
But you see, that's the thing. You have loved someone.
Okay.
Have you really loved someone like loved someone like you have loved their flaws? You get it? Excuse me. I don't know whose fault is it. I don't know if it's the man's fault.
So it's the woman's fault.
You get it?
Like
so,
reading the story, you could tell the man.
You get it.
But
then
the woman is,
love me and love my dog.
Okay.
When you said for better for worse, this is what you meant.
Right.
Unless you needed an asterisk for your worse when you said for better for worse.
Okay.
It doesn't come as worse as this. I don't want to be a prophet of doom, but I'm telling you, you didn't call any better name. Obano.
Okay, his wife.
Yes.
Okay. Well, but come to think of it, what if she accepts the child? You know, there are some men who like go out, give birth, but they bring their children home, and their wives accepts them. They take them in.
You see, most of 80-90% of these things we talk about, they only happen in movies. I'm telling you for a fact. When you attribute them to real life, I'm telling you this. When you attribute them to real life, you will see some hidden problems they never talk about.
Okay.
And I'm also you get it? These parents will be somewhere and they will be demanding things of your husband that even you yourself you would never think about.
Okay.
My problem here is, so if this was me, Jermaine, this is what I would do. I would amicably, respectively end that marriage.
Okay.
With every fiber in me, I will talk to my lady and let her understand. Rather than go behind her and bring her this much disgrace.
All right. What if speaking to her that, why don't we go out and get a baby? Why don't I?
So you see, this is
listen,
I like the twist and turns this conversation. So why don't we get a surrogate then, rather than the intimacy?
All right. Okay.
Rather than the intimacy.
Okay.
You see?
Okay.
We could have easily just gotten ourselves a surrogate. Rather than you having to go beyond, above and beyond, and go behind me and come and tell me, say, you are falling for somebody else. Don't you think?
He emphatically stated, "Miya Santini," and we know how accounts are.
So we are Santini. So you are not human again. You are human first before you are any tribe.
45 years. I'm certain he would have that old gene in him.
I mean, listen.
He's
regardless,
not a Gen Z.
I get it. But regardless of what tribe you are human first.
Okay.
Common sense applies first before tribe.
Okay.
You get it. You have a wife at home. You have someone who adores you, who is sitting in the house waiting for you to come back home. Right. Meanwhile, you are under someone's bedsheet.
Okay.
You don't deserve to be called a man.
Okay.
If you couldn't talk to your man, so you couldn't sit down with this wife and let him understand what your tribe demands of you.
I'm certain she would know that. I don't know, but I have a feeling at a point in time she would feel like she would have that feeling.
I can
do this. This is what my husband wants. And when I read a story, I could literally tell that, okay, so this is a man who has even gone to clinics with the woman, his wife, drank all sort of concoctions and all of that.
So why didn't you just walk away then? Why didn't you just walk away?
What if he didn't want her to...
I get it.
I mean...
You love your wife.
I want her to...
From all indications, you love your wife.
Right.
Surrogacy was the best option.
Okay.
Adoption was another option.
Okay.
Rather than the skin-to-skin movement that will bring feelings on board. No,
Could we blame his friend here? Can we?
I don't want to play the devil's advocate here, but then I think since he knows he's 45 and he's of age, you can't blame someone on his behalf.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, even if your friend links you up or gives you connection, one can't say you box are short.
All right. Let me take a few messages.
Do.
Josephine says, I personally think he's done no wrong to nobody. Every man will do what he did. He should not fret.
I beg to differ, Josephine.
He should not fret. Telling his wife will do them both some good. Kennedy says, bro, I understand your frustration. Speak to your wife in the presence of your pastor, and people she respects. They will make it a lot easier for her. Okay. Akosia says, I hope you will be okay if it was the other way around.
Thank you, Akosia.
Yao says, information la riase. But on a serious note, he should tell his wife, and if it's possible, he should marry this other lady so the child can be for all of them. Hey, Yao. Susan says, what shall it profit a man to leave the world with no one to bear his name? He has not done anything wrong. I have a few messages on WhatsApp. Let me take this one. Lorena says, tell him, if you love someone, you don't hide anything from them. Help her overcome the pain sooner than later, and know that another name for love is help. Okay. Grant.
Thank you.
Another name for love is help.
So you see, this is what I was telling you about. You realize that most of your audience are coming up with very diverse opinions.
Yeah, that's people who are saying, what shall it profit a man to, you know?
I mean, but is this the only reason why we are here? To leave offsprings behind and
is that not what the Bible says?
Of course, that's what it says. But then, is that the only reason why we are here?
I believe that's the most reason, like the imperative reason as to why we are on earth.
That's what the Bible said, right?
Right.
Have you not heard about Abraham and Sarah?
Okay.
Miracles do happen every day.
Okay. Sure.
So what? You stop believing in God?
Sure.
You should have married in the shrine then.
And even it's been like just 6 years, and you know.
So you see, that is why most often I don't like holding conversation with most Christian folks, because they don't even believe in the Bible they read.
Okay. Right.
I am a believer through and through. I believe in miracles every day because I have read in the good book that even dead people get another chance to life at the mention of his name.
Okay.
So why would you fumble at just 6 years?
45.
45. Now when you see Abraham and Sarah.
Okay. And you
see,
Abraham
ye men of little faith. Ye men of little faith.
Preach.
You see, most often people like to relate things biblically, but when you come back with biblical arguments, they start to fumble because you are telling me, you see that kind of. But then, have you not forgotten? Is the same book who spoke about Abraham and Sarah?
Right.
I get it. 45. If I was in his shoes, I would panic too.
Okay.
I get it. I won't be a hypocrite.
And probably, you know, his friend, we were 3, we were 4.
And don't put the encounter. Enki, I'm
there's
telling
some people
you.
There's some people who get
pressure. Pressure.
Yeah. They get very frustrated. They begin to fret when, like their friends, they feel that their friends are living life.
There's one thing about me that I have always lived by. It's like a code for me.
Right.
If I realize we are in a class and your class becomes too high for me, I just change my school.
Okay.
It's very, very simple. I find myself in a group of friends and all of a sudden they begin doing things I can't conform with, or they begin doing things that I feel like it's against my beliefs.
Your beliefs.
I'm gone.
Okay.
It won't hurt.
Okay.
You go around your friends. I mean, for some people might even start making you feel jealous.
Right.
Because maybe you don't have kids.
Okay.
You love your wife. You respect your woman. You should have thought about all this and the hurt it will bring. You see, this is one of the reasons why I chose not to go through with my pastoral course.
Hey.
In every aspect of this, they will start telling you, go and see the pastor. Let's talk to your wife with the pastor. Talk to your husband with pastor. No, when him say pastor one now yes, I we want each.
Okay.
You could have easily gone to the pastor for prayers.
Okay.
Why do you always tend to go to this man of God with damage controls? When you want to do damage control, you know man of God. But now, okay. This is an acrimonious catastrophe.
Hey. Okay.
I don't know how to just approach this lady. All I can say is, on behalf of all men, I am sorry to the wife. I feel very sorry. Trust me. Nana Konedu, for 6 years, and out of the blue, boom, just like that, your man comes with you and says, "Oh, baby, my sorry." Akwalebia, and you know they always say this. Akwalebia made me hunko kane kakra. That's the angle they always come from. Akwalebia made me hunko kane kakra. You see, but meanwhile, this you might be surprised that this must have been going on for like a year or something.
Okay.
You get it, but because there was no pregnancy, it wasn't alarming.
Okay.
This man has disgraced the manhood. I don't care what anybody else will say. How? You say how?
I'm asking how.
How has he disgraced the manhood?
Grant, please, I'm the host. Don't. I beg, I'm doing my duty. Please, how?
I wish he was in the studio. I can be so You see, I feel he has betrayed the wife. Honestly, you should have spoken to the woman.
Okay, before.
Before.
Or after.
You weren't feeling good about what was going on.
Okay.
Probably you see, the point where the betrayal comes in, this is it. Probably you might have been consoling the wife every day.
Right.
You go out to bang that young one and come and sleep by her, console her. The following day you step out to go and bang her. You come back and come and console her. You see, spiritually it's even wrong.
Okay.
Who knows? I am not even about to say this, but who knows if the pregnancy is yours? Okay. Probably this young one might have heard you saying, say,
that's a lady he met at her friend's work party. So I'm not certain it's going to be any obabiasa,
so this is my problem. How sure are you, Ponce? Because you see, these things they are like some sort of like a network, like some sort of like a chain.
Right.
Okay. You see, this lady has been briefed. I'm telling you.
All right. You think so?
I know so.
How do you know so?
This is everyday life.
Okay.
All
right.
Oh,
please. How do you know so? You think so, but you don't know so.
It's a gut
until
feeling.
a writer comes to tell us that.
It's a gut
or
feeling.
the lady comes to tell. It's a gut feeling.
It's a gut feeling.
Okay.
You might be surprised. I just feel sad for this lady. I feel what this man should have done was, you know, you were uncomfortable with your current predicament, if I can say that.
Okay.
You should have spoken to your wife. Madam, Japadia wo, let me say if you wo, and I say major ichireba no mutumi di wafadi or mutumi di ija. You see that kind of talks. Talk to her. Let her understand where this thing is taking you guys to, like the curve and the things, and I'm sure she would understand.
Okay.
Even if she hates it she won't hate it as much as she would hate what you have put her in now. Because she didn't sign up for this.
Okay.
Keep this away from your wife. Whoever is telling you to go and, madam, big man, you go chop poison rice. You go chop poison soup. I'm telling you.
All right. Grant, your final submission. It's getting emotional in the studio.
I sincerely want to say sorry to this lady on behalf of this man. Even though he hasn't found the balls to say sorry to the wife yet, I'll start by saying sorry. It's just sad that 6 years of commitment, 6 years of belief, 6 years of prayers and dedication to a particular person will come to a halt because of childlessness. It's painful.
Right.
It's very painful. If you look at things from that perspective, you understand where I'm coming from. Because this is someone you planned life with. This is someone you planned your forever with. And now your forever has been interrupted, if you understand what I'm saying. Regardless of how other people's opinion might say or what other people's opinion might curtail, I'm still of my own opinion that this is blasphemy to the wife.
Okay.
If the tables are turned and you were not able to give birth, and all the news saying ABF and coming to tell you, say, oh, Mira, Say ya hwemu sa akwala ne bimba. Enti madam for be program am call yi. Me ko share be ma bi wo me na fa yifunu. And how would you feel? Aba ye de boba no. Eno na ye de botechi.
Right.
So Mr. Man, do what is right by your wife. I'm of the opinion that you should. I'm not saying, you see. Okay, let me. It's my final submission. I'm not saying you should push that family
Grant,
away.
what is it you want to say?
If I had my way, you keep this family away. I'm telling you.
Okay.
Don't bring this family home.
Okay.
Get them a home somewhere.
Okay.
Don't let them interfere with your marriage life.
Okay.
Respect the woman at home.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
You saw something in her that was worth keeping. That was why you married her. So keep that family away from her.
Okay.
She has no business knowing that family.
All right.
If you have a will you want to write it accordingly.
Right.
But don't let her go through life with the pain of having to think, say, hey, na hase kra na me wono, that should be an imbani ba be GFM. You see that kind of thing. The uncertainty that she has to go through life with. She didn't ask for it. Wohu. When I will see the tree is not even coming. Or you when I will see we drew her into corner kobo brow.
Okay.
But then I think the lady should be freed of all this drama. She didn't ask for it.
Okay.
T for thank you.
So he should tell. Okay. Dear writer, I hope that your questions have been answered by Grandmaster and my audience via their comments they sent to us or shared to us. Thank you very much for sharing your story with us. And anyone who has a story, anyone who wants to share his or her story with me, I am open. Just DM me. In fact, just DM Studios 2, right? You can send your story through any of our social media handles at Studios 2 TV, on Instagram, on Twitter, and on Facebook, and even on Telegram. My name is Anakunidu, and I hope that you are taking very good care of yourself. Like I tell you all the time, eat well, eat healthy, drink a lot of water, and mind your business. Until I come your way again, Grant, thank you so much for always holding me down. It is a bye-bye from us. Be good.
Studios 2 TV. The truth is here, in your eyes.